on our last trawl through the current World Cup qualifying, we were looking at the start of South America and this great goal from an acute angle from Abel Hernandez of Uruguay. This time, it's back to something a bit more familiar. Asian second round qualifying, matchday 6, and this time the big boys had a day off. We begin in Pyongyang at the Kim Il-sung Stadium as North Korea hosted Yemen and kept their place at the top of Group H thanks to this 12-minute penalty from Jong Il-gwan. And so, with North Korea winning 1-0, Bahrain were looking to get revenge on the Philippines at the Bahrain National Stadium in Riffa after their matchday 1 shock defeat to them. In the 54th minute, Bahrain finally got their chance for revenge as Abdul Latif gave them the lead. A cracking free kick by Adnan in the 61st minute secured the points for Bahrain. Final score Bahrain 2, Philippines 0. Group B has been the last featured on the last 2 Asian qualifying videos, so this time we're going to have them on next. At the Spartak Stadium in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan took on Bangladesh, and Kyrgyzstan opened the scoring in the 27th minute thanks to a goal from Lux. A minute from time, Kyrgyzstan made the scoreline a little bit more emphatic thanks to this goal from Amirov, and the final score was 2-0. With Australia having this match day off, Jordan had the chance to extend their lead at the top of Group B to 13 points, which they did, and they began this with a goal in the 65th minute from Al Dardur. Two minutes later, and Jordan were 2-0 up, thanks to Abdel Fattah. Tajikistan were put out of their misery in the 4th minute of injury time as Jordan bagged their 3rd goal, another one for Al Dardur. Final score 3-0. Because of security concerns, Palestine's game against Saudi Arabia had been postponed till November, meaning we only have one game in Group A for you, at the Dili Municipal Stadium in Dili as Timor-Leste took on Malaysia, and there was only one goal in it as well, scored by Amri of Malaysia, meaning Malaysia get their first win of the competition. However, Saudi Arabia still topped the group with 12 points. Moving on to Group F, which is used to only having one game each round, as Vietnam took on Thailand at the My Dinh National Stadium in Hanoi. And it would be Thailand that took the lead in the 29th minute thanks to this screamer from Krokrit. Moving into the second half, and the score became 2-0 to Thailand in the 56th minute thanks to an own goal from Dien Tien Tan. Thailand completed the scoring in the 70th minute thanks to a smash in from Virafon. The score leaves them top of the group on 10 points. In Group G, Myanmar are still not allowed to play their home games at their actual home ground, so their match against Laos took place at the Suphachalasai Stadium in Bangkok, and Laos would be the team taking the lead in the 2nd minute of the game with a goal from Saya Futi. Myanmar were not behind for long as Saram Lam Mang equalised in the 13th minute. The scoreline was completely turned around in the 32nd minute when Kyoko Ko made it 2-1 to Myanmar. Unlike when these two sides met on matchday 1, we would actually have a winner this time, and Myanmar confirmed this with a goal in the 50th minute from Ong Fu. The final score 3-1 to Myanmar. Not much was happening in the Group G's other game as Kuwait took on Lebanon at the Al Kuwait Sports Club Stadium in Kuwait City. The final score was 0-0, meaning South Korea still topped the group with 12 points. Guam were looking to do the double over Turkmenistan in Group D at the Kopetdag Stadium in Ashgabat. However, this was not the case as Turkmenistan won the game thanks to this goal, scored by Abalol in the 16th minute. Final score, Turkmenistan 1, Guam 0. In Group D's other game, Oman took on India at the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Muscat, and India held firm until the second half, when Mubarak gave Oman the lead in the 55th minute. Al Makbali made it 2-0 to Oman in the 67th minute with a very classy finish. Al Makbali scored his second and Oman's third in the 84th minute to finish the scoring for Oman with that nice little header. The result means Oman topped the group with 11 points. Bhutan were looking to build on their encouraging performance against the Maldives in the last round at the Chang Limafang Stadium in Thimphu against Hong Kong. And they were so close to a draw, but in the 89th minute, Chan Siew Ki broke the Bhutan hearts, giving Hong Kong a 1-0 win. Also in Group C, Qatar took on the Maldives at the Jassim bin Hamad Stadium in Doha, and they took the lead in the 28th minute, with a goal scored by Kuki. In the 69th minute, Qatar made it 2-0 with a close-range finish from Kasola. And barely a minute later, Kuki scored his second to make it 3-0 to Qatar. Musa added a little bit more gloss to the scoreline in the second minute of injury time, leaving the final score as 4-0 to Qatar, and the result also means that Qatar are top of the group with 5 wins out of 5 and 15 points. The final group we're looking at today is Group E, and Singapore took on Cambodia at the National Stadium in Kallang, and Singapore took the lead in the 16th minute through Faris. That lead was then doubled in the 47th minute thanks to a mixture of Singapore's Fazrul and some bad defending. Cambodia did get a goal back in the 65th minute with a goal from Suhana, however it was only a consolation and the game finished 2-1 to Singapore. Thanks to Japan missing out this week, Syria had the chance to reclaim top spot in Group E, and as usual, due to security concerns, the match was played in Al Seeb Stadium in Seeb, Oman. The goal scoring began in the 9th minute with this free kick from Omari, which gave Syria a 1-0 lead, which soon became 2-0 with Omari's second in the 21st minute. On 32 minutes, Mawas extended Syria's lead to 3-0 with a close-range finish. Afghanistan were not dead and buried yet, and with a minute left of the first half, Amiri scored to kick-start a possible Afghan comeback. In the 78th minute, that comeback actually looked possible as Shayeste made it 3-2. However, 5 minutes later, that comeback was stopped dead in its tracks thanks to this great goal from Omari, which completed his hat-trick. Top spot in Group E was confirmed for Syria as they got a 5th goal in the 90th minute through Mawas. The final score 5-2, Syria topped the group with 12 points. And that is that for this video. I hope you enjoyed. We've got the second legs of the first round in Africa coming up soon, so like and subscribe.